Come here. A little bit closer. Got a personal question for you. Be honest. No takebacks. Are you ass? Yes. Oh. Stop. Stop. I don't want to hear about Victor. I don't want to hear about Devil Jin. I don't want to hear about Azucena. I don't want to hear about King. I don't want to hear about none of that. Okay? What I'm going to teach you today is how to ignore those things and ascend to the Tekken godhood that you deserve to be in, okay? So in today's video, we're going to ignore all that pussy shit, and we're going to learn how to be a Tekken God. The number one thing that Tekken 8 players do wrong is neglecting the block button. Blocking is more important in this game than offense. A lot of people don't understand that. Tekken is a defensive game. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do, but if you can't block the cool stuff that people are doing to you, there is no reason to get online. I have myself fighting Kazuya. Kazuya is kind of a menace right now in terms of the low ranks because even though people can't do his electrics, they're getting destroyed by his hell sweeps and his electric god wind fist, whatever it's called. The way we fix this is by going into practice mode. Have your opponent do the moves that are messing you up. For example, Kazuya has his electric wind fist and his hell sweep on play right now. I'm just gonna have him do them. So if I just stand, it'll block it. But if I just stand, I can't block the low. So get used to that. I can duck the highs here. I can block those lows. So duck the high, right? Duck the high. Block the low. Duck the high. What's this? I can counter off that. If I duck the high, I can counter off that. Learning these very important things about certain characters in this game is the way you improve. You need to understand how exactly blocking works in this game, and you also need to understand how to utilize it, best ways to punish people. A character like Kazuya doesn't necessarily have the greatest mix-up tools, but people are getting mixed up heavily because they come from Mortal Kombat and they're used to being able to block everything while crouching. Newsflash, you can only block low attacks while crouching. I don't know if this is new information to any of you, but it's the truth. If you want to improve in Tekken 8, the number one thing that I recommend you do is find out how to block, find out which characters are messing you up. If you get messed up, go into training mode with that character, have them use the things that was messing you up, and block it. The second most important part about Tekken 8 that a lot of players hold back is movement. Movement is incredibly important in this game. In fact, this is probably the best movement fighting game out there. You are meant to learn the movement before you learn almost anything else, and a lot of people just neglect that fact. So, how do you move in this game? How do you go fast? How do you go slow? Well, you go slow by doing the base movement. The base movement is slow as hell, right? This is just absolutely incredibly slow. You can dash, but if you just do little back dashes like this, it has delay, right? You can't just spam it. So what do? It's called the Korean backdash. Back, down. Back, down. Back, down. Back, down. Keep practicing that. Go slow at first. Back, down. Back, down. Back, down. Back, down. Already, even though it's not even like optimal at all, it's already faster than just backdashing without anything else. So even if you're doing it slow, even if it doesn't look right to you, it is still better than backdashing like normally. So learning this, even if you're going slow, even if you're going slow at all, that's how you should learn this. Go slow at first, go into practice. I promise you, learning this Korean backdash will make your gameplay 10 times better, and it is incredibly useful for the next tip. So we're going to talk about that in a second. But the movement in this game is incredibly underutilized, in my opinion. You're supposed to be able to do stuff like this. Get out of their way. You use backdashes. Get out of their way. You don't want to be in their way. And this also helps sometimes. You can even duck hide this way when you do back down. The movement is much faster that way. Also, finding out which strings to sidestep is incredibly valuable because you can just sidestep a swing, get a string, get a free launcher. And if you get a free launcher on almost any character, it's ridiculous in this game because we're playing Tekken 8 and every character like one-shots you. Like even Finn the human over here is doing 69 damage off one launch just from a sidestep. And sidesteps are one of the best ways to get launches. This is not a 2D fighting game. You can sidestep a lot more strings than people realize, and learning and understanding the knowledge checks of which strings you can sidestep and which strings are punishable with launches is the way to ascend the ranks like you've never seen before. Alright, our next tip, which is another just absolutely groundbreaking tip for Tekken that I don't think any people understand yet because a lot of people are from other fighting games, is spacing. Now, spacing is important in other fighting games. I'm not going to lie, like Street Fighter 6, spacing is great, but it is nowhere near as important as it is in this game. A character like Victor's entire game plan revolves around counter hits and just waiting for your opponent to make a mistake. So the best way to do that is by utilizing your Korean backdashes, utilizing your movement, and staying in the exact range that you want to be in, so your opponent can't hit you, but you can hit them. So, for example, Victor has this really long-range sword strike. So, Victor players like to stay back here. Like, they love to stay back here. I can go for my sweep. I can go for my long-range sword strike. I have a lot of whiff punish tools back here, so I don't want to be close. A character like Steve, a character like Kazuya, a character like Jin, they want to be in your face, rushing you down. They want to be trying to hit lows on you, mixing you up. They want to be right up in front of you. So, when you're playing someone like Victor, it's important to keep them away from you. If they're close to you, use moves that push them back. For example, just one them a little bit, go for your down 1-1, hit them back a little bit, throw their game off. The most important thing about your character is finding where to stand. Finding out your exact range. It's almost similar to a real life fight because you want to find your best possible distance to stand at. Stand there for like all of the game. That is the win condition of Tekken 8. How can you control the game with your pace and stay in your spot of the screen? If I'm Victor, I want to be here all the time. If he's coming close to me, stay back. Armor. If he's too much in my face, I'll use armors. If he's not in my face enough, I might even go a little bit forward and use my longest range tools. If you're all the way back here, I'll just throw that out there. It's very hard to punish me from this range. There's a lot of great things that come from being in your range, and finding out your specific character's range takes time, but it's incredibly necessary for winning online. One thing that is very easy to do in a game like Tekken is just completely ignore the frame data because it's a 3D fighting game. Things are different, strings are different. It seems harder to get hit, but trust me, it's not. And learning the frame data of your strings can greatly impact your success. Learning which things are safe and unsafe is really like bread and butter of fighting games. And a lot of people just neglect it in Tekken because it's such a unique game, but dog, this is like a cheat code. A lot of people just don't care about this for some odd reason, but learning what things are safe, you can jab punish, you can punish a lot of people for different things they don't think they can be punished on because they're not used to getting punished online. So, I'm playing someone like Victor, right? I was just telling you in the last tip, stay in this range. You want to stay back here. Well, let's just say you hit one of those. -9. It's kind of, you really can't punish that from here, right? -9, most characters have like 10 frame jabs. It's kind of hard to punish, especially from that range. But, let's say I do it right here. There's a good chance he can punish me, right? Even if he doesn't have any moves that are enough frames to be able to punish me there, he can probably get a block string off me, which isn't necessarily a full combo punish, but I get punished that way. So I need to be very careful in where I use my moves. This is technically an unsafe move, so I shouldn't be using it there. My armor, -9 as well. Same deal. I lose my turn, and depending on the character, I could probably get punished. My sweep, -26. If I miss my sweep, which is a great tool for Victor, because if I hit the sweep, I get a combo. If I miss it, I'm getting full launch comboed. And I already showed you guys earlier, full launch combos is like 69% complete just desolation, bro. You do not want to get launched in this game. So you need to be very careful in using moves, and you need to find out which moves don't have a crazy frame data. This move is -12. Like, a lot of Victors just throw this move out there, 1-1-2. You can get punished off this, dude, pretty badly if you're not careful. You need to figure out which moves are safe. 1-1, -3, you're fine there. 1, just throw 1 out there, you're +1. You're plus there, so you can move first. Understanding and utilizing these buttons is key to becoming a great Tekken player. And for the 5th and final tip, I think we need to discuss something that a lot of Tekken players have kind of pushed out of their mind because this game is, there's so much stuff going on and it's so overwhelming. But you need to remember that becoming frustrated loses games. It has nothing to do with your skill level. It has nothing to do with you as a player. When you become frustrated, you cannot see the full picture clearly. You cannot think about combos clearly. You cannot think about defenses clearly, and you end up losing the match because you're tilted. The #1 tip I have for Tekken, for any fighting game, for anything in life, really, dog. We're going into some life tips here now. Don't get frustrated. If you're getting frustrated, take a 5-minute break. Go play some arcade quest. Go play some Tekken Ball. Get off Tekken. Go touch some grass. Go do something. Come back. You will play 10 times better. You will stop being tilted. I promise. This is the most valuable advice I can give to anybody on the internet. Do not get frustrated. That is how you really lose. Because once you start getting frustrated, you're losing all these games, you become frustrated. Then you get it out of your head that you're just trying to win and you're just having fun and it's just a game. And then it feels more like a chore and you just stop having, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. You get mad, so that makes you mad that you're losing, and then you keep getting mad. It just sucks. So my number one advice to anyone who wants to try to learn Tekken, or someone who is having a tough time learning Tekken, it's okay to lose. Look at this game like a journey. It is not, you should not win every single game. As crazy as that sounds, as wonderful as that would be, that's not how life works. What you should instead focus on is how many games did I win today? How many games did I win this week? How did I do this week? Did I improve? If not, okay, what can I do to improve? Don't beat yourself up. It's a fighting game, and it's one of the hardest fighting games, maybe the hardest fighting game ever made. So realizing that, and understanding the actual complexities of this game, and understanding that you will become a better player when you are not frustrated, are key to your success in any game, anything in life, no matter where you are. And with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do me a huge favor and leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Let me know, did you learn anything today that'll help you out? If not, let me know what I should have included. I'm uploading fighting game content. I'm trying to do daily/bi-daily content now. I'm trying to speed that stuff up a little bit now that I'm kind of back in the groove of things. I also have a Twitch channel I'm streaming every single day on around 7 p.m. EST, so go ahead and follow me there at Big Flounda. And I have a Discord server, the Flounda family. We're going to have tournaments, memes, all the fun stuff, all the fun Discord shenanigans, updates about streams and stuff are posted there. So if that interests you, go ahead and join up. With that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.